Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. How's it going? So we're here today for match watch along in the Scottish League. We're watching some of the Scottish football tonight. So I'm just going to share with you guys the results for these two clubs, the last six meetings. As you can see, Aberdeen won the previous game. Um, as Dundee United have been having a tough season. Rescue of the season is on as they've got their new manager in place, just recently acquired or appointed, should I say. So we'll see what happens, guys. The game has just started. So the ball currently with Aberdeen on the far side, as they've just the ball just been knocked out first throw. We're only a couple of seconds in, guys. Already an early throw in. So Dundee with a long ball forward. So yeah, just we got a throw in on the far side, guys. Sorry, just getting into my rhythm. So Dundee United with the throw in on the far side, about 5 yards from the corner flag. Just being passed about at the minute, but now Aberdeen have got it and looking to try and hit a Dundee United on a counter attack. But it's swept out. Oh, well, that was a big surprise, guys. So Aberdeen just about to hit Dundee United on the counter attack, but the ball got away from them and ended up getting knocked back towards the Aberdeen goal. Fell really nicely for a Dundee striker there. I managed to get the shot off, but the goalkeeper was quick to react, blocked the shot, and it's gone just wide of the post. So now we've got a corner for Dundee United on the far side. Corner taken and into the mix of players, cleared, but Dundee pick it up again outside the box. And now work the ball out to that far side. Cross comes in, shot, and the goalkeeper there with a good save as the ball bobbles. So there you go, guys. As you can see, like I say, there's this last six results for Aberdeen and Dundee United. Just to give you guys a quick update on why we're watching this game. We're watching this game because Dundee United currently sitting bottom of the league in Scotland. They've had a really tough season so far, but they've just recently appointed new manager Jim Goodwin because the season had been going so badly for Dundee United, losing many games this season. But they have the chance now to rescue the season with the new manager in place. And this is the first game of the new manager's reign. So we're going to see if Dundee can start to turn their season. And obviously, we're also interested to watch Aberdeen as well because we've not really covered Aberdeen much on the channel. So that gives you quick idea or understanding why I chose this game tonight, guys. Um, so Aberdeen just had an opportunity in the box, but Dundee managed to see out the danger. Now the ball's on the far side with Dundee United scrapping for it, but Aberdeen have managed to get it back. And now Aberdeen moved the ball up towards the halfway line. The ball gets switched out to this near side and then ends up going out for a throw in. So, guys, please do drop your comments in. It'd be great to hear from you. Obviously, you can see the last six results there. But now I'm going to share with you guys the team news. There you go, guys. You should be able to see that now. Sorry, guys, just getting myself organised here, switching screens. So we've got a throw in for Dundee United on this near side, midway inside Aberdeen's half of the pitch. Long ball forward up the pitch, and now Dundee United moving down this near side, cross into the box. It's a good cross shot comes in. Oh, and it's taken a deflection and gone out behind for a corner. So quite an active start to the game from both teams, guys. Both teams have created a couple of chances already. We're only 5 minutes into the game. So while we wait for this corner, just quickly start to see you in the chat with us. How's it going, Stevie? Good to see you. Corner comes in, and it's right into the mix of the bodies, but cleared up the field by Aberdeen, up to the halfway line. And now Dundee United managed to pick it up, but pass it back to the goalkeeper. How's it going, Stevie? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Hope you're doing okay. Good to see you tonight. Joey, how's it going? Joey saying, hi, guys. How are you? I'm okay, mate. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're okay. Good to see you, mate. Brian Clark, hey up, everyone. How's it going? I had to read that twice then. How's it going, Ryan? Welcome to the show, mate. Great to see you. Hope things are okay with you, mate. And Joey is saying hi, Ryan, as well. Nice one, Joey, top man. Ball currently being scrapped over on this near side. Aberdeen deep inside Dundee United's half. Aberdeen now on the ball on the edge of the box. But then work it out to this near side. Cross comes in, but it's cleared up the field by Dundee United. And now Aberdeen pick it up again. It's really scrappy at the minute, guys. This game really, really scrappy. Now the referee stopped play. He's having a word with a couple of the players. Um, I haven't seen a game start like this for a while, guys. Really honest, really, really scrappy. Both teams challenging for everything in almost all areas of the pitch at the minute, early doors. So hopefully that's hopefully the game settles down a little bit. But we want to see that. We want to see that scrappiness. Makes it more interesting game that we see that both teams really hungry to make an impact. Ball cleared up the field as Aberdeen now pick it up and pass it back to their goalkeeper. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey, top man. Maxime, welcome to the show. Maxime saying, "How you doing, Liverpool vs United tomorrow? And what do you think about Bolton today?" Bolton has Bolton today. It does not surprise me that we got a draw with Morecambe. To be fair, I think it's typical Bolton. Make a good start to the season, get yourselves in a good position, and then results start to dip, and that is exactly what's happened in the last couple of games. So I'm quite used to it. I've seen it quite a few times in seasons gone by with Bolton. So hopefully we can get back to winning ways, but drawing up at Morecambe is not exactly going to push us up the league to get into those automatic promotion playoffs. So yeah, disappointing today for Bolton. Liverpool United game tomorrow. Yes, hopefully I will be doing that. I've not actually had a chance to look what's coming tomorrow properly because I've been busy today. So fortunately, not had a chance to look forward to tomorrow what's going on. I do know Liverpool United playing tomorrow, but yeah, hopefully, Maxime, hopefully I will be doing. So yeah, welcome to the show. Joey's saying Chelsea finally got a win today. Yeah, they did, mate. Good to see Chelsea finally getting back to a win. Sometimes 1-0 win is just what it takes to get the momentum going again. So we got a free kick here for Aberdeen, guys. Got Duncan standing over the ball and one or two other players there. Right, literally, I think it's about 25 yards from goal, directly in front of goal. Shot comes in and it's high and wide and over the bar. Bit of a disappointing effort that from Aberdeen, in a really good position, to be fair, for a free kick opportunity. So Dundee United now with the free kick. Ball up the field. And the referee, I knew he was going to blow it then. And the referee, to a bit of, as the ball was kicked up the field there, guys, two players went to head the ball, an Aberdeen player and a Dundee player as well, and a bit of a clash of heads. And the referee's now stopped play. I think he's doing it just to check because one of the players, the Aberdeen player, a bit slow to get up then, like he'd been a bit dazed. So hopefully he's going to be all right. We don't want no players going off with concussion. So hopefully he's going to be okay. So no free kick here, guys. Drop ball. This happens a lot more in Scotland, as I've noticed from watching previous games. The ball now with Aberdeen on this near side, but over Dundee United managing to kick the ball out just as Aberdeen approach their box. But the ball ricochets off the Aberdeen player and goes out for Dundee throwing. Joey is saying, Billy will be happy today, laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm sure he will, mate. I'm sure he will. Obviously, he's been waiting to see his team win, and they finally did it today. From what looks like it was a tight game, though, to be fair. So 12 minutes in, guys. The ball currently with Aberdeen as Aberdeen pass it along their back line. Oh, that's a nice bit of play there. But it didn't come off Aberdeen there with a quite a bit of an unusual form of attack there. They just switched the ball out to this near side and then quickly moved directly straight across the midfield, running with the ball. Across the field, not up the field, if you get my meaning. I don't know if that's based on some kind of tactic they've been working on in training, but you don't see many teams use that kind of tactic. But it is a tactic. It might just been that the player was feeling pressured on this near side, but did look unusual. We've got a throw in on for Dundee United midway inside the Aberdeen half. Now crossing to the box, and it's wide of the post. That was a good bit of play there from Dundee. Very quick to move the ball forward and get that cross into the box from the throw in. So now we've got a free kick for Aberdeen. All up the field. Several players challenging for that. Now the ball with Dundee United as Dundee United kick the ball long back up the other end of the field. And now they're on the edge of the box. Aberdeen with plenty of men back behind the ball here, but Dundee United work it out to this near side, and another cross comes in. That seems to be a tactic there by Dundee United. not crossing it directly, not running right to the edge of the pitch to cross it in, crossing it in on like an angle, if you get my meaning. They run towards the byline, towards the goal, byline, whatever you want to call it. And before they actually get to the line, the edge of the goal, they're actually crossing it in from like an angle, so it curls into the box rather than directly across the box, which is quite effective. It's been quite effective for Dundee United so far. They've not obviously not created too much chances on goal. They've not created too much problems for Aberdeen on goal because they've not been accurate with the shots. But they have actually managed to create a few opportunities by doing that. As Dundee now lose the ball on this near side, but managed to get it back again quickly, and now switch the ball out to the far side of the pitch as they look to come down that far side, looking for any spaces in the Aberdeen defence. But bring it back inside now and move the ball forward under pressure from Aberdeen. Very, very much look like a motivated team now with the new manager in place. Ball forward there, but cut out by Aberdeen and knocked up the field. So now Dundee United trying to build again from the back. So while we wait for them to get going a bit more, we'll quickly read out one or two comments. Joey's saying, have you heard about Firmino? I'm gutted. Yes, I have, mate. I have. I'll be gutted myself if he leaves. I think he's a really great player, to be honest, and will be sorely missed by Liverpool. But I think you could kind of understand why he's looking to leave, mate, because he's not getting enough game time this season. And he's not, he's still not yet what you might call, over the hill. He's not too old to play just yet. I know he is getting older, but he's still got a couple of years left in him. So I think that might be one of the big factors in why he's wanting to leave, because he's feeling that he's not getting enough game time. Also, I was reading about Mane giving an interview to German TV. I'm not sure if you've seen that, mate, but Mane's been giving an interview to German TV where he said that he feels that the players are right behind him, right behind the manager, and that he doesn't expect to see Klopp get the sack, because he said that the players, even though they're going through a tough time, from his experience of being at the club, he felt that the players thought highly of Klopp and held him in high regard. So he doesn't expect that the players will turn on Klopp. So that was quite interesting. The ball now with Dundee United out on the far side as they swing it in towards the box, and it's headed away and goes. I think the referee's awarded a corner there, so corner on the far side for Dundee United. So good start to the game for Dundee United. Some positives for the fans of Dundee United to feel that there's a chance they could dig themselves the way out of this if they keep performing the way they've started this game. Shot comes in, but it's taking a deflection and ends up going out to this near side. And now Aberdeen pick it up and push up the field. Really poor clearance that from Aberdeen, and Dundee pick it up in middle of the park and now push the ball out to that far side. And Aberdeen forced to come back now and get back into a defensive formation. I think you can see a little bit of why Dundee United struggling this season. Just a little bit of lack of composure on the ball when they're trying to get crosses into the box. Maybe that's just feeling the pressure of being in the relegation fight. Just snatching at shots, if you guys get what I mean. I'm sure you do. Just snatching at shots, not just taking that second to compose themselves, or just. Corner comes in. And it's knocked towards the goal. Goalkeeper initially saves it, knocks it back out, and then it's cleared up the field. And now Dundee United pick it up and knock the ball long again down the field. And eventually the ball falls to Aberdeen. Can Aberdeen now move the ball up the field and relieve the pressure on their goal? So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. But yeah, like I say, mate, not sure if you've heard about that with Mane as well. But yeah, disappointed to hear that about Fabinho. Sorry, I always get confused. Fabinho, innit? Fabinho. I always get confused with them. The names are so similar. It's easy, innit? So the ball now with Aberdeen on the far side of the pitch. Dundee have managed to get all the men back deep inside their own half of the pitch as Aberdeen with a long crossfield ball out to that far side, and it's knocked out for a throw-in, level with or close to the Dundee United box. And then now comes and a cross into the box, headed back towards goal, and it's headed away, but not quite cleared. But then Dundee managed to knock it up the field, but only as far as midway inside their own half, and now Aberdeen pick it up again and move the ball back towards the halfway line to build again another attack as they move the ball now out to this near side. Closed down by Dundee, but still managed to keep it going. An attempted cross, but it's blocked, and Dundee managed to clear it up the field, but Aberdeen challenging all the way. But now Dundee moving forward, and now on that far side, looking to keep the momentum going as Aberdeen forced to pull all their men back again behind the ball. Dundee United now moving the ball up towards the halfway line as they're forced back with the press from Aberdeen. Notice the difference to the two teams with a defensive formation. Oh, and a shot. Cross comes in, shot comes, but it's headed wide of the post. But yes, sorry guys, I was just going to say you can notice the slight difference there between the two teams. Aberdeen seem to, when they're in the defensive formation, they seem to be a bit slightly more compact in defence. But maybe that's just because they're the away team, so maybe that explains that. But Dundee United, when they're in their defensive formation, although they haven't had to defend as much as Aberdeen so far in the game, Dundee slightly wider between midfield and defence, a bit more space. So I don't know if that will be a factor as the game progresses, guys. So throwing on this near side for Dundee United. Throwing taken quickly as Dundee United move the ball back into their own half, and now back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper with a ball forward up into the Aberdeen half of the pitch as it's knocked out on that far side, just about kept in by Dundee United. And Aberdeen pressing well here, forcing Dundee United back every time they come forward at the moment. Now, long pass forward on that far side for Dundee as they now come back inside towards midfield. And now forward again, and now out to this near side. Some really good movement here from Dundee United. Cross into the box, and it's headed clear by Aberdeen. And Dundee now coming. Oh, and Aberdeen managed to get the challenge in, and it's gone out for a corner on this near side. Was there a slight echo on my mic then, guys? I don't know if there was. I just detected it, so hopefully it's gone. I've just turned the echo thing down. I don't know how that's happened. So corner with Dundee United with a corner on this near side. Corner comes in and it's headed towards goal, but takes a deflection and goes out again behind for another corner on this near side. So, guys, if you just join us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. We'll love to hear from you, and also get involved in the fandom community as with the guys in the chat. I'm sure they'll welcome you. And please do consider subscribing as well if you're new. We're very close to our first major target of 1,000 subs, so it'd be great if you guys could consider subbing. Um, Corner taken into the box, headed out. Um, and then Dundee United eventually get a shot off, but he takes a deflection and goes out on this near side for a throw-in. Aberdeen with a throw-in now on this near side, throwing forward. Um, Dundee United intercept it, knock it back towards the Aberdeen goal, but now Aberdeen have managed to pick it up as they move down that far side quickly. Dundee pressing the ball well there, but Aberdeen have managed to get through, and now on the edge of the box, cross comes in, and it's I'm not sure if that took a deflection, but it bounced off the top of the crossbar, and it's gone out. It may have took a slight, I think it did take a deflection there. Now we've got a corner on the far side for Aberdeen this time. Corner taken deep into the box, and the goalkeeper managed to fist it away, and it goes out, rolls out on this near side for a throw-in. Maxine saying, I'm not here. I'm not here was a waste of money. Well, what was the waste of money, Maxime? Don't cost you nothing to watch our channel, mate. It's free, so I don't know what's a waste of money, mate. What? Firmino. All right, Firmino. Is that relation, Maxime? Is that relation to Firmino? Um, I don't understand that. I'm sorry, Maxine. I'm not following your comment there. I'm presuming you're talking about Firmino. So Aberdeen now in possession on the halfway line. To move now, the ball moved out to this near side. Long ball forward from Aberdeen. Dundee United quick to challenge it, but Aberdeen managing to come away with it and now bring it into the centre of the park. Still under pressure from Dundee. Dundee now a bit more compact with their defence and midfield, forcing Aberdeen back towards the halfway line. But they managed to keep the ball and knock it forward. But now they've lost it, and Dundee opportunity now for Dundee to try and hit them quick on the counter attack. They try, but end up losing the ball quickly, and now Aberdeen will come again. Aberdeen just passing it about amongst themselves on the halfway line. Dundee United with 10 men behind the ball at the moment. Aberdeen probing both left and right sides of the pitch, but finding defensive formation. Long ball forward into the box, headed on, but it ends up being a comfortable save there for the goalkeeper. So a nice bit of play there from Aberdeen, but as I say, being a comfortable save for the goalkeeper. Joey's saying, you serious, Maxime? How can you say he was waste of money the way he was playing for us? Right, so obviously that comment was referring to Firmino. Yeah, that I've got to agree with Joey there, mate, because I don't understand how anybody can think that Firmino was a waste of money. Just go back and watch what he did. Just go back on YouTube, put in Firmino highlights, see what work rate he puts in for the team. Yes, he might not score loads of goals, but he's a team player. His work rate was unbelievable when he's played for Liverpool, holding the ball up, bringing other players into play, be assisting other players. So yeah, I think you need to look at the highlights, Maxime, if you're thinking that Firmino was a waste of money. Probably the best, chunk of money that Liverpool has spent in the last um, 7, 8 years, however long it is he's been at the club. Um, it's amazing how many fans don't notice a striker unless they're scoring goals. Well, Firmino does score goals, but he does a lot more than that. We've just got a stoppage at the minute, guys. Dundee United player having some medical attention for a knock to the eye. The referee seems to be quite insistent on it. That's unusual. I don't know if the player's complaining about it, but the referee definitely come over with the player, insisting that he get checked off the medical staff. I'm not sure what he's done. They're definitely checking him for concussion or uh, something. Um, Holding fingers up and asking him to tell them how many fingers they've got holding up. So obviously, he's took a knock there somehow that's potentially resulted in some kind of concussion or something. Let's fingers crossed he's going to be okay. So, guys, 32 minutes gone, and we now got a throw in for Dundee United on this near side of the pitch, almost level with the halfway line. But the player is back on the pitch, so hopefully he's going to be okay. Long throwing forward by Dundee United. Now Dundee midway inside Aberdeen's half of the pitch as they push forward up towards the edge of the box, but forced to cut the ball back as Aberdeen press. Now Dundee United moving the ball into the centre of the park as they look to switch it out to this near side, but getting challenged from Aberdeen, and now Aberdeen looking to move quickly as they move the ball out to this near side, and Dundee quickly trying to get men back behind the ball, and a crossfield ball out to that far side for Aberdeen as the Aberdeen player just kicks the ball against the Dundee United player, and it rolls out for a corner on the far side of the pitch for Aberdeen. Um, so, yep, let's quickly read out one or two more comments while we wait for set this corner up. Maxime saying, "Are you going to Wembley to watch Bolton?" Probably not, mate. Probably not because of my work commitments. To go to London to watch that game, I'll probably have to take 2 days off work to do it. So uh, that'll probably be too difficult at the minute, mate. So I'm gutted I can't go, but at the same time, I console myself with the fact that I have actually been to a cup final before. I've been to watch Bolton at Cardiff in a cup final, so I've been lucky enough to go to a cup final before. But on this occasion, mate, I won't be able to. My work commitments just won't allow it, unfortunately. Um, so corner taken, but ended up taking a deflection and going out on this near side for a throw in, and throwing taken, and ends up being a bit scrappy there on the edge of the box before the ball is knocked out on the far side now for a throw in. And Aberdeen plays there complaining to the referee about something. They feel that the referee missed something there with a challenge or something. Quite a few Aberdeen players put their arms up, and it wasn't anything going on in the box, guys. It was on the far side of the pitch, which was why it was difficult to figure out what the Aberdeen players were complaining about. So now the ball up the field, but knocked out again as Aberdeen take the throw in and now pass the ball back towards their keeper. Now Aberdeen moved the ball quickly down this near side, but quickly closed down by Dundee United. But Aberdeen managing to keep the ball under pressure from Dundee United. Now Dundee managed to get it back on the edge of their own box and eventually clear the ball up the field. But Aberdeen now pick it up again and knock the ball back towards the Dundee United. It's quite end to end so far this game, guys. Aberdeen now knocking the ball further forward from an attempted clearance by Dundee United. Crossed into the box now by Aberdeen and cleared away, but picked up again by Aberdeen on the edge of the box. And now they are looking and probing for any gaps in the Dundee defence as the defence compacted. But now Dundee United managed to get it back and opportunity for them to hit Aberdeen quickly on the counter-attack as they do. Long ball up the field. Oh, what's going on here? That's surely got to be looked at by VAR as the Dundee United forward player and intercepted the ball outside the box. The Aberdeen goalkeeper come running out of his area, clearly outside of his box, challenged the player with what looked in full speed a high foot, and the Dundee United player going down to the ground as the Aberdeen goalkeeper was so aggressive with that challenge. He actually runs straight past the Dundee United player and almost followed the ball out to the far side. That's quite dangerous, that actually, with the high foot. Just seeing the replay now, it doesn't actually look like he made any contact with the Dundee United player with the high foot, but that was quite a dangerous challenge there, guys. It could have been a lot worse than it was. So now Aberdeen on the ball, just on the edge of the Dundee United box, but they get it, lose it again, and now Dundee moving up the field quickly on this far side now as they look to try and hit Aberdeen on the counter-attack, but a long ball forward down this near side. Too much pace on it, and it ends up going out for a goal kick to Aberdeen. So, Billy, welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Billy saying, hello, I'm buzzing after that finally a win for the Blues. Obviously, Billy, a big Chelsea fan, so awesome to see Billy in positive spirits tonight. Thanks for that, Billy. Aberdeen now passing it about on the halfway line as they look to try and create something themselves. Need to be careful, though. Every time they go forward, they keep losing the ball and getting hit on the counter-attack. It's happened a couple of times in the last 10 minutes. Aberdeen now with the ball on the far side. But it's a good defensive formation. Cross into the box. And it's just didn't fall right there for the Aberdeen player. And eventually knocked out on this near side for a throw-in. But really good bit of play there from Aberdeen. But like I've said, the ball just didn't fall right from there. So now Aberdeen with the ball forward from the throw-in. And cross comes in on this near side, but it's taken a deflection and goes out for a corner on this near side now. So now corner on this near side. Just coming up to 39 minutes gone, guys. Corner taken quickly and headed back out towards where it came from. And now Aberdeen got a second attempt in, but that is eventually knocked out behind for a second corner to Aberdeen on this near side. But now with another corner for Aberdeen, ball into the box. Noticeable, guys. What's noticeable? The keeper made a good save there, so the keeper taking the danger away there. But what's noticeable that's quite different, I don't know if there's any guy, you guys that are Scottish fans that are in the chat, please do let me know. But if this is a common thing in Scottish football, I've noticed that both Aberdeen and Dundee United players piling really close to the touchline of the goal. That obviously we see that players congregate in the box when there's a corner to be taken. But what's noticeable that I've not noticed a lot in English football, definitely noticed it a lot in this game, um, is that the players are compacting themselves right up to the line of the goal. They're not spacing themselves out as much as what you might expect in the goal mouth. There are a big bunch of the players are sitting right close to the goalkeeper and the actual goal line. So I don't know if that's a tactic that's used commonly through Scottish football, but obviously in English football we do see that the players do bunch themselves into the penalty box when a corner is being taken, but they tend to be a bit more spaced out. Um, um, Potentially anticipating that the ball might not fall exactly where they want it. So just thought I'd chuck that one out for you guys uh, to debate or see if we get any Scottish fans giving us any insight into that tactic and whether it is a common tactic in Scottish football. So I would be interested to know that. Joey's saying, "Hi Billy, I was just saying you be happy today. Finally a win, mate. Absolutely. Nice one, Joey. So Dundee United with a throw in on this near side, long ball forward up the field, but eventually it's knocked out again for another throw in. This time it's awarded to Aberdeen. This is almost level with the halfway line right in front of the dugouts. Aberdeen player there trying to pinch a few yards, but told by the fourth official to take the throw in where it went out. So many inconsistencies with that, isn't there, guys? So now Aberdeen moving the ball forward on this near side, but Dundee United keeping themselves really better compact in this as the game's gone on to the way they started the first 10, 15 minutes. They looked a bit more spaced out, but now they're looking a lot more compact and switching players from left to right to to deal with the threat coming from Aberdeen. It's noticeable that when Aberdeen come down the left or the right, Dundee United are quickly moving 2 or 3 players out to that side of the pitch to close the space and make life difficult for Aberdeen to try and use the flanks of the pitch to try. Obviously, most teams use the wings to try and get in behind, don't they? Charge at the defence and try and get behind the defence to get across into the box. But Dundee United very quick to counter that, like I say, by moving 2 or 3 players out to either side, whichever side Aberdeen choose to go to try and attack down. So now Dundee United with a throw in on the far side as they knock it out. It's headed back out, and now Dundee will take a second throw in. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Maxime saying, "Do you think the manager will get sacked, Billy?" I hope not. I hope not. But he's under a lot of pressure at the moment, isn't he? So let's let's hope that wise ahead prevail. It could start the momentum going now with after that win this weekend. That could be the start of a turnaround for the manager. To be fair, we'll have to wait and see. But it's a good question, Maxime. Sure, a lot of people are wondering the answer to that one, mate. So if you just join us, guys, we're 44 minutes in, and it's still 0-0, and we have now the ball with the Aberdeen goalkeeper as he's about to restart the game from a goal kick. Ball forward up the field, and Dundee United now pick it up with Aberdeen only a couple of men behind the ball here, but quickly close the space there and managed to win the ball back. And now Aberdeen come into the centre of the park, midway inside their own half of the field as they move the ball out to that far side. But run into traffic, but managed to keep the momentum going. They switched the ball from left to right now on this near side. Noticeable that Aberdeen do like to do that. They're trying to probe down either flank. Now just passing it about amongst themselves. Uh, Midway inside the Dundee half, but now pass it back to the halfway line. Pressed well by United. Dundee United keeping themselves really compact and, like I say, quick to move players from left to right wherever the threat's coming. And cut out the ball again here, but Aberdeen managed to win it back, even though Dundee initially won it. And now charging forward on the edge of the box, and a challenge comes in, and not sure if the referee's gonna. Yep, I think we've got a free kick here for Aberdeen on the edge of the box. I'm not sure if we're going to see a yellow card here, though, for that challenge. A little bit cynical. He just launched the leg in and took the player out. But I suppose needs must when your goal mouth is under threat. So I think he's going to see a yellow card there for that challenge. So Aberdeen with the free kick, just outside the box, slightly to the left of goal. So the ball, the shot is kind of level with the half circle. The shot, that was an attempted shot, but the wall did its job and not cleared it. It took a ricochet off the wall and went out. But Aberdeen come again now into the box, but finding traffic. Lots of Dundee United bodies in the box there defending, and eventually Dundee United managed to clear it out of the box and move now up the field on that far side under pressure from Aberdeen, but Aberdeen managed to close the attacking player down there, and sliding challenge comes in and knocks the ball out for a throw-in. But we're not going to have the throw-in, guys. The referee's blown the half-time whistle, so at half-time it is 0-0. So yeah, Maxime, that's a great question, mate. Hopefully we don't. I'd love to see Potter given more time. I think he deserves it. Bit harsh the criticism he's coming under at the moment. It's noticeable that Dundee United have got a whole stand closed, one end of the ground, the whole stand not being used. I would have thought this fixture would have been quite popular up there in Dundee. So that's quite an unusual thing to see. But yeah, thanks for that, Maxime. Billy Random Clip saying, hello, Joey. Nice one, Billy. Great to see you tonight, mate. Joey saying, Potter doesn't. He just needs a bit more time. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. And hopefully the game today with a positive result will be just the tonic that he needs to just give him that bit more time, like you say, and hopefully the club do decide to give him a bit more time now if he managed to get a couple of results. Let's hope he does. We'll have to wait and see, but very positive result today for Chelsea. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry. I missed that one. Kieran, sorry, Kieran. Kieran Williams selling it, saying, hello, everyone. Gaz, you streaming the big one tomorrow, pal? Yeah, I probably will be, mate. Looks like you guys want me to stream that, obviously. So yeah, I will. I will do my best. Like I said, I've not even. To be honest, I've not even looked. Let's have a quick look now, because you guys asking me about tomorrow's fixtures. So we'll have to. Let's just quickly see what time that is. Apologies, guys. I'm just so busy sometimes. I just don't get to look too far forward at the fixtures. So where Right. So yeah, yeah. Obviously, Liverpool, Man United is 4:30 kickoff tomorrow. So yeah, and that's an interesting game as well. Before the 2 o'clock kickoff, Nottingham Forest playing Everton as well tomorrow. So that would be an interesting game. Both those clubs, um, Forest will be wanting to get more points, and so Everton will wanting to get some more points on the board. So yeah, but yeah, big game tomorrow. Liverpool United. Obviously, you guys looking forward to that one. Should be a great game. Um, so quite surprising there's not more football on tomorrow. Quite a Sunday for uh, this week. So yeah. So yeah, yeah, I will be hopefully, mate. Hopefully, I will be doing that game. But great to see you, Kieran. Welcome to the show, mate. Joey's saying hi, Kieran. Bet you're feeling confident for tomorrow's. Um, yeah, he should be doing, mate. Should be doing. United are in great form at the moment, and but obviously it's difficult. But you still hearing me? Okay. Um, but yeah, as I was saying then, sorry guys, just had an unusual come up then, like it disconnected my internet. Um, Joey, yes, so yeah, I agree, Joey. United fans should be feeling confident, but obviously Anfield not an easy place to go to, is it? Billy Random Clip saying, I'm not sure if he will get the sack, but the pressure has definitely been eased off him after today. Yeah, and I think it should to be fair, mate. I think a bit harsh the pressure that Potter's coming under. We know that he's he's trying to find his feet at that level. So hopefully he does get given a bit more time, Billy. As you say, that result today probably took the pressure off him a little bit, but I think the owners will be looking at the performance in the second leg, won't they, of the Champions League? I think that's the key game to look out for, whether Potter is going to come under pressure to get results. Stevie's saying, "Hi everyone, please remember to hit that like button." Absolutely, thanks for that, Stevie. Guys, yeah, that would be appreciated. Please do hit that like button. Help more fans see the channel, which is great for you guys as well, so we can get more fans active in the chat. Kieran saying, how's it going, Joey? Yeah, feeling very confident, mate. Yeah, absolutely, and rightly so. But obviously, still tricky place to go. Anfield. If you guys just joined us, we're just on half time at the moment. So I'm just reading out a few of your comments to see what you guys are saying. Um, but yeah, Kieran, like I say, mate, you should be confident. Anfield, obviously, a tricky place to go, but should be encouraged by the fact that obviously Real Madrid went there and got a result recently. But I wouldn't expect Liverpool to roll over like that again. I think they're going to be wanting to put in a performance in front of their home fans after the last few games. So yeah, Joey's saying Defo should be a good game. Fingers crossed. LFC up for it. Absolutely. Yep. Hopefully it's an end-to-end game. Hopefully both clubs are up for it, and we get a really old school game with a bit of luck. Really feisty and plenty of goal mouth action. Kieran Williams saying, yeah, should be a game and a half. Absolutely. Yep. And Joey is laughing as well. So obviously, you guys really looking forward to that one. Rightly so as well. Um, while we wait for the second half to go, obviously, I missed most of the games today, guys. So I'm just going to quickly. I have had a quick glance over them, but I'm just going to quickly look over what's happened and try and make some sense of it. So obviously, Arsenal with another victory, so that'll See them do well. Man City with another victory as well. Good to see Villa have got a win as well. Brighton, what a season they're having. 4-0 victory over West Ham. Amazing. They're having a really good season this season, Brighton. Obviously, Chelsea with that 1-0 win at home to Leeds, but that might help them get the momentum. But I'm getting rather concerned about Leeds. Will they stay up? Will they go down? They're having a really tough season at the minute. Wolves with a big surprise win there as well against Tottenham. So I wouldn't have expected that, but then again, Wolves is quite a tough place to go. It's not. A lot of people think that Wolves just sometimes just making up the numbers, but it's amazing how many big clubs have actually gone to Wolves and dropped points. So the other game that's going on right now, guys, 60 minutes into that, Southampton taking on Leicester. It's currently 1-0 to Southampton. So that's quite interesting to see Southampton getting an early goal or goal in that game, give them the lead, but can they keep hold of it? That's the question. They've been having a really difficult season. So, guys, I'm just going to quickly share some tables with you guys. So, quickly, first of all, obviously, we've got to quickly look at the Scottish table because we're doing the Scottish game, but we will look at the Premier League table as well in a second. But let's just quickly look at the Scottish table because, like I say, we're doing the Scottish game, so it's only right that we give the Scottish League consideration first. So I'm going to get set, guys. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to bring it up so you guys can see. Um, so let's just get rid of that for a second. There you go, guys. As you can see, there's the Scottish League table. And as you can see, why I said about at the start of the game, Dundee United on a really terrible run, sitting bottom of the league with obviously 5 defeats in a row. But that's pretty much been the story of their season so far. So, like I say, with their manager change today, or should I say this week, this is the first game for the new manager. Can he turn it around? That's what we're here to see if he's having a positive impact on the Dundee United team to potentially get them fighting for the last few games of the season. Um, as we can see, also Aberdeen sitting bang slap mid-table, exactly where most of the time they are. I've got to say, guys, Aberdeen, one of the most disappointing teams in Scottish football for me. I do actually have a little bit of a soft spot for Aberdeen. Um, I don't know why. I've just always quite liked them. I've been up there to Aberdeen. It's a beautiful part of the country, and I think it's because it's so segregated. It sits out there up on the east coast of Scotland, pretty much all by itself, right in the top corner of Scotland. Well, not quite the top corner because obviously John O'Groats is the top corner. But yeah, Aberdeen. I've got to say, guys, the most unbelievably they're kind of like Tottenham in English football. They're just underachieved. They show so much promise and just underachieve every season. Um, they're more than capable. Obviously, they've got a rich history. They should be climbing up that league. For me, Aberdeen should be a regular European team. They should be competing up there, but they just, like I say, they let themselves down so much. And when they do qualify for Europe, they normally get knocked out in the qualifying round. So for me, Aberdeen really, really do let themselves down, and that was kind of one of the reasons why I was interested to watch this game, and also, like I say, to see if Dundee United could get their season back on track, or at least put up a fight between now and the end of the season. So, as you can see, guys, quite tight there at the bottom. Still, if Dundee United can put 1 or 2 wins together, they can be right back in the mix of it. They're 3 points adrift at the minute of Kilmarnock. But like I say, 2 back-to-back wins would see them climb right out of that relegation if other results, should I say, if they climb right out of the relegation places if other results went their way. Still quite a few games to go, so they've still got opportunity to to turn it around. We'll have to wait and see if that actually takes effect. But like I say, if Aberdeen not careful, their season just going to peter out. Um, as I say, with them sitting bang mid-table on 36 points, 28 games played, and as you can see with uh, their last 5 games, 2 defeats, 1 win, 1 defeat, and then another win. So that's just typical of Aberdeen season, I would have said. But we'll have to see how this game turns out, guys. But like I say, that gives you guys a better, clearer perspective on the Scottish Premier League. So before we have the second half restart on us, guys, we might as well just quickly also look at the Premier League table. I'm sure most of you guys have looked at it recently, um, but I don't look at it every 5 minutes. But we'll have a look at it, see where how the standing are in the Premier League. Um, So yeah, just bear with me a second, guys, while I just share the Premier League table. So there you go, guys. As you can see, Arsenal sitting top of the league, with Manchester City close behind them. Um, I thought it was actually tighter than that, but yeah. Um, so uh, So both Arsenal and Man City equal points, 26. Equal games. Sorry, equal games. 26 games played. Both teams. We can see United behind them with 2 games in hand. So let's say, for example, if United won those 2 games in hand, um, where would that put them? That would they're on 49 points now. So if they won those 2 games in hand, that would push them up to 45 points, wouldn't it? 55 points. So they would be then 3 points behind Manchester City. So yeah, still all to play for at the top of the table, there, guys. Um, and then obviously we're going back to old school days now, where we're having a massive having 2 or 3 teams kind of open, running away. But then again, there's only 4 points between United. But that's kind of a false position at the minute, isn't it, for United with those 2 games in hand? So we'll have to wait and see. But Tottenham, surprisingly, there with in the fourth spot on 45 points. Shocking, isn't it, guys? Seeing Tottenham on 45 points, and yet Liverpool and Chelsea miles off the pace at the moment with regards to catching them up. But still doable for Liverpool, actually, looking at it. Liverpool sitting in sixth on 39 points. So, um, and Liverpool also with 2 games in hand on Tottenham. So, actually, Liverpool put those 2 games, if Liverpool was to win those 2 games in hand, they could actually be sat in fourth because that would take them to exactly the same points tally as Tottenham. So we've been criticising Liverpool a lot for having a poor season this season. A lot of people, a lot of pundits, a lot of people having dig at Liverpool's season. But we can actually see that if they win the next 2 games, they've had just the same kind of season as Tottenham. So why are Tottenham not getting the same kind of criticism levelled at them? Probably, well, I suppose that's because Liverpool have been challenging at the top of the league for the last couple of seasons, haven't they? So there you go. Um, so we will check the second half. You guys want to remind me? We'll check the second half of the league table at the end of the game. Just like I say, we want to get back on the game. It's just about to restart for Aberdeen and Dundee. So let's get back to that, guys. There you go. Um, so the game has restarted, but literally as quick as it started, we've got a player down injured. It's an Aberdeen player. So yeah, it was a long ball forward up the field from the kickoff. Um, the Aberdeen player just taking a bit of a knock from the goalkeeper as they both went to um, challenge for the ball. The ball kicked up towards the goal. The Aberdeen player running, jumping for it, as well as the goalkeeper. And they just had a bit of a coming together. And I think the Aberdeen player there took a bit of a knock to the ribs because he seems to be holding his rib cage. Um, Medical staff just checking him now. Seems to be okay, so hopefully he's going to be able to continue the game. So we're just about to have the game restarted. Looks like the referee's going to do a drop ball. So yeah, drop ball, and Dundee now get us back underway. And now Dundee on the ball, just inside their own half. Uh, Joey said Celtic and Rangers always running away with it. Yeah, absolutely, Joey. Like I say, I've nothing against Celtic and Rangers, but and it's opportunity here for Dundee, cross into the box, headed straight towards goal, but ends up actually in the end being a comfortable save for the goalkeeper, right into his right directly at the goalkeeper, so no trouble there. Manages to get the ball quite comfortably. And now we've got another player down injured. I think it's just it might have just been winded. Dundee United player now down on the pitch. But yeah, I think it's just maybe knocked the air out of his lungs for a second there. I think. But yeah, absolutely, Joe. It's um, like you say, Celtic and Rangers just just it's just miles away from everybody else in the Scottish League. It makes it's as I said to you the other day, you guys. I think I said it last night about um, would it be better for Celtic and Rangers to leave the Scottish League? Would it be better for all the other Scottish clubs moving forward? Because as you can see, when you see at the end of the season, there's almost 20 points between the two teams at the top and the rest, and that is not sustainable. That's not entertaining for a league. It explains why Scottish football is less popular because it's more predictable who's going to win it. It's more predictable what positions the teams are going to fall finishing. So, like I say, I've nothing against Celtic and Rangers. They're fantastic clubs, but like I say, they're so much stronger than all the other clubs in the Scottish League, but then they don't show that strength in Europe all the time. So it's really, really unusual. So corner for um, Aberdeen, straight into the box, but it's actually straight towards the goalkeeper who managed to make a comfortable save there. Not none of the players having any chance to get on the end of that. Then so ball up the field from the goalkeeper. Dundee now picked the ball up on the edge of the Aberdeen box. Um, Aberdeen pressing well there. And a sloppy pass there across the field, but Dundee just managing to keep it. And now moving down this near side, cross into the box, but straight towards an Aberdeen player. And now Aberdeen will try and relieve the pressure on their goal as they move the ball up the field. But then forced to pass back with Dundee United pressing well from the front. Now Aberdeen with a long ball from the halfway line out to this near side, up towards the goal. But Dundee United managed to knock it back up the field towards the halfway line. Now Dundee coming down that far side into the box. A cross comes in, and it's a great effort, but just unable for any of the Dundee United players to get on the end of that. And it was in a great position right across the face of goal. Two on-running Dundee United players but just slightly too quick for him. The ball there coming across the face of goal. Joey saying would be nice to see another team first for a change. Yeah, it would, mate. It'd just be nice in Scottish football to see that other teams close the gap on Celtic and Rangers and stop them just dominating the league. Don't mind any team winning the league, but when, like you say, when Rangers and Celtic just running away with it the way they do, finish the season with a like 20-point difference between them and the other teams. It's like it it just takes the appeal away from for neutral fans to watch the league, in my opinion, because it's just too predictable. Just too predictable. Let's be grateful that English leagues are not like that, and most of the rest of the Scottish leagues are not like that. To be fair, you go into the Championship, you go into League One in Scotland. They're very unpredictable. You can't really call it who's going to win it each season. It's just the Scottish Premiership. It's just the Scottish Premiership, guys, where there's that. It's like we can't even call it two leagues, can you? Because it's just two teams that are just far more superior to every other team in the league. And like I say, for me, that's fine to a certain extent. But Rangers and Celtic, for me, need to start showing that more in Europe. If they're so dominant in Scotland, then they need to start showing it when they play in Europe. To be fair to Rangers, they have shown it since they've come back to the Scottish Premiership. They've had gave a good account of themselves in the Europa League, and obviously last this season they were in the Champions League. But that was always going to be a tough ask for them. First time of asking back in the Champions League, but for Celtic, I'm sorry, guys. Celtic deserve bucket loads of criticism for their performances in Europe. They've been so under achieving in Europe. They dominate the Scottish League and then go into Europe and do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then you've got Celtic fans screaming that they're the greatest club in the world. Honest, the greatest club that is the greatest club in the world will be showing it in all competitions, not just dominating a weak league. So that doesn't make you the greatest team in the world when you dominate in a weak league because you don't show that any such sign of that strength in Europe. That's just my opinion. You guys don't have to agree with me, but I'm nothing against Celtic. But in Europe, I'm very much critical of Celtic's performances in Europe because they're just, like I say, so dominant in Scotland and then don't show it in Europe. Dundee currently on the ball as they move the ball out to that far side, but now lose it to Aberdeen. Suddenly got very scrappy, guys. Aberdeen now moving down that far side, looking to get across. It's actually not a cross; it's a shot straight towards the goal, but it's comfortably saved by the goalkeeper. But yeah, just if you guys are wondering why I'm criticising Celtic for their European performances, Rangers spent, I'm not sure exactly how many years they were out of the top flight. They got punished through issues with our ownership and they were forced to drop down to the bottom tier of Scottish football and had to work themselves back up, which meant that Celtic were left to dominate Scottish football, the Scottish top league. And during that period, just go and look at their performances in Europe. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. And it hasn't improved since. It really hasn't. So Aberdeen here with another opportunity on goal. Um, but it's a poor effort in the end. So notes being passed between the Aberdeen players here, guys. You can just see a note moving through the Aberdeen team, being passed from one player to another. So I don't know what you want to make of that, but clearly the manager trying to get instructions onto the pitch. Now Dundee United trying to clear up the pitch, but Aberdeen have caught them out here. Aberdeen with a shot and it's a goal. Aberdeen there with a goal. Dundee United being caught out at the back. He was with the ball on this near side looking to try and clear the ball up the field. And the player just dawdling a little bit there in possession. And an Aberdeen player closed the space on him, put a challenge in, won the ball, and then run into the box all on his own. Virtually unchallenged, although he did get the player did try to run to get the ball back. Um, But yeah, that's a really bad bit of play there from Dundee United, and it's Aberdeen who have taken the lead. Dundee United causing themselves all sorts of problems there at the back, not clearing the ball quick enough, dawdling on the ball, and Aberdeen closed the space, nicked the ball, run into the box, managing to brush off the challenge from the player that he stole the ball off, as well as another Dundee United player trying to close the space to make the angle awkward. But he just literally worked the way around him and got the shot off and scored quite comfortably in the end. So there you go, guys. 57 minutes gone, and it's Dundee United nil, Aberdeen 1. We're waiting for the restart of the game, but it's going to be paused at the minute because of Flair being thrown on the pitch. While we wait for the restart, guys, just read out another comment or two. Kieran Williams saying, yeah, that's why I don't watch too much Scottish. See, there you go. You guys are saying exactly what I was saying, why it's not as attractive to the neutral fans. So, yeah, totally understand that, Kieran. Joey's saying, yeah, come on, Liverpool. Obviously, Joey looking forward to tomorrow's next game. So now the game has restarted, guys, and we have a throw in on this near side with Dundee United. Dundee United taking the throw in quickly. Ball up towards the halfway line. And now Dundee United passing it back to their goalkeeper under pressure from Aberdeen. And Dundee managing to at the ball, but it's eventually headed out on this near side for another throw in. Uh, like I say, guys, suddenly become a little bit more scrappy this game. Long ball up the field from Dundee United, but it's cleared back up the other end by Aberdeen out on that far side as Dundee United pick it up again and now come forward. A lot of crossfield balls coming in here, guys. Another ball out onto this far side. And it's knocked out by Aberdeen defenders and for a throw in to Dundee United. Uh, I'd say probably about 20, maybe 15 yards from the corner flag. Throwing taken quickly. Dundee United attempted to get across, but it's blocked off and goes out for a corner on this near side. Well, actually, was it a corner? No, no, it's not a corner. Must have took a deflection there off sorry, guys, it was quite difficult to see. Both Aberdeen and Dundee United player there scrapping for the ball. It was difficult to see who the ball actually finally came off, but it looks like it came off a Dundee United player and Aberdeen with a throw in. So Aberdeen now looking to try and relieve the pressure on the goal, but the ball is knocked back towards the goal, the Aberdeen goal by Dundee United. And now Dundee United in possession on the edge of the Aberdeen box as a foul comes in. From Duncan, and the referee blows for a foul. So bang on the hour mark, guys. 60 minutes gone. Dundee United nil, Aberdeen 1. And we are about to have a free kick on this near side of the box. We're right on the edge of the box, but on this near side, guys. So it's you can get a shot in, but I think it's going to be a cross. Yes, it is a cross right into the mix of the players. Falls right to the Aberdeen players, and they're stunned for a second there. It takes them a minute to realise, at least a couple of seconds to realise the ball's felt right to their feet. They eventually clear it, but Dundee United pick it up again midway inside the Aberdeen half, and now come again with an attempted shot, but that's blocked. And Aberdeen managing to clear the ball up towards the halfway line. Now knock it out to the far side. And another long ball forward from Dundee United. And now Dundee United into the box. But plenty of players. And Aberdeen with loads of players behind the box there. And the referee has awarded a free kick. That all happened so fast I couldn't keep up with it, guys. There was a ball coming from the far side, um, and Dundee United player picked it up on the edge of the box, crossed it to further into the box, but there was only one Dundee United player in the box, and he ended up surrounded by about three defenders. He's tried to knock it back towards one of his teammates, but as he did, his teammate that was on the edge of the box with a strong challenge from the Aberdeen player. And now we've got a goal, free kick, but the free kick awarded to Aberdeen, surprisingly. Um, so Kieran's saying, what do you think of Bobby leaving next year, Joey? Yeah, we were discussing that. So, guys, the referee has just given the Aberdeen goalkeeper a yellow card for time wasting. A long ball up the field, out to that far side, and ends up going out for a throw into Dundee United midway inside their own half of the pitch. If you guys just joined us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you, and please do consider subscribing as well. We're very close to our first target of 1,000 subs, so it'd be great if you guys could subscribe if you're new. Dundee United now coming forward from deep, but only as far as the halfway line before Aberdeen managed to challenge for the ball. But Dundee United keeping it as they move out to that far side and continue to try and push forward, but now find themselves coming under pressure from Aberdeen as they cut the ball back into the centre of the park, and now probing Aberdeen's defence for any openings as Aberdeen pressing well and pushing, forcing Dundee United to go back towards the halfway line. Now Dundee United quick on that far side. Ball forward, but again under pressure from Aberdeen. So now Dundee United just passing it amongst themselves on the halfway line, struggling to find any gaps. Aberdeen looking more and more confident as the game wears on, but Dundee United not done yet. Very much trying and probing for opportunities as they move the ball forward now on that far side. Opportunity for a cross. Cross comes in. It's headed away, but only as far as the edge of the box. Dundee United pick it up again now as they come again as Aberdeen try to push out to relieve the pressure on their box, but don't manage to do so. Aberdeen trying, uh, sorry, Dundee United trying again, but Aberdeen now eventually pick up the ball and knock the ball far up the pitch as Aberdeen come again now on the edge of the box. Um, Cross comes in, but it's straight towards Dundee United defender, and now Dundee United with the opportunity to move back up the other end of the field. So Dundee coming forward up towards the halfway line, and now out to this near side. Do you like the way that Dundee United used both widths of the pitch? Oh, we're going to have a foul and a yellow card awarded to the Dundee United player there. Opportunity for Aberdeen to break there, but the Dundee United player lost the ball from a challenge for Aberdeen player and then just grabbed hold of the player's shirt to stop him running forward with that ball. So he receives a yellow card for that. Yeah, quite surprising that, Kieran. Not good for Liverpool, that, to be fair. Joey's saying, absolutely gutted, mate. Can't believe we're losing yet another good player. Absolutely, got to agree, mate. Amish, hi, Gaz. How is it going? How's it going, Amish? Great to see you, mate. Welcome to the show. Always good. Always pleasure to see you. How's things with you, mate? So we're just about to see an Aberdeen sub, I think, guys. So we're just thinking. But yeah, Amish, I'm good, thanks, mate. Great to see you. How's things with you? Hopefully, things with you are going okay. How are you getting on with your exams, mate? Hopefully, you're getting there now. But thank you very much for that, Amish. Great to see you, mate, as always. Kieran Williams saying he was decent. We nearly signed him before he went to Liverpool. Would who would you want as a replacement? Ooh, that's an interesting question. So we're having a substitution here for Aberdeen. I think it might be a double substitution actually. 67 minutes gone, guys. 1-0 to Aberdeen. So yeah, we are. I mean, the subs. Just wait a minute, guys. Apologies, I don't know all the Scottish club players as well very well, so I'm waiting for it to come up on the screen which players are changing here. Um, we're actually seeing an Aberdeen player coming off here limping, so that could be a change through injury rather than tactical. So it's I can see that Scales is coming on, one of the Aberdeen players. Scales, but we're not getting the names. We're not getting the names coming up, but that's probably because I'm watching it on a club channel, not your regular mainstream channels. So Aberdeen with a double substitution. Apologies, I'm not able to tell you the players' names, guys. But now Aberdeen coming again down that far side of the pitch. Um, Under pressure from Dundee, but they managed to keep it. But then tried to pass it back towards the halfway line, and it's cut out by Dundee. And now the referee has awarded a free kick to Dundee. Now Dundee United coming again midway inside the Aberdeen half, cross into the box, but it's headed out and clear. Aberdeen pick it up now on the edge of their own box, looking to move up the field on this near side, but finding traffic. Two or three players there blocking the Aberdeen player Duke from moving forward. Good idea from the player, but like I say, he just ran into major traffic there on this near side. And that's what I've been telling you guys earlier in the game. Whenever Aberdeen are probing down the left or right side of the field, Dundee quick to get two or three defenders out to either side, or three, well, I say defenders, two or three players. It doesn't have to be defenders, but they're closing this place on the left and right side of the pitch quite well to stop Aberdeen using the flanks to try and attack. So now we're going to see substitution for Dundee United. It's actually, I think, a double substitution. The Jorm coming on for Dundee United. We've got yet another free kick here. Oh, we got handbags coming out here now, guys. Luckily, the referee quick to get over there and stop that. Um, but yeah, just as we restarted the game from the substitution, Aberdeen player moving forward with the ball. Uh, uh, Dundee United player Fletcher just elbowed him in the back, trying to challenge from behind. The player went down, and then the Dundee player in front of him just blasted the ball right at his head. So I'm not sure exactly which aspect of that foul the referee was punishing for, but two Dundee United players guilty. Cross into the box, and it's headed towards goal, but comfortable save in the end for the Dundee United keeper. And now he tries to get Dundee on the move quickly with the ball out to that far side. Long ball up the field on that far side now from Dundee United. Looking to get forward quickly on the edge of Aberdeen's box, but forced to come back. And oh, it's really scrappy on that far side, guys. And now Dundee United looking to try and get a cross into the box, but it's blocked again by Aberdeen. He managed to keep the ball there under pressure from Aberdeen defenders on the far side, but now they lose it. They just took too long. They should have. They had plenty of opportunity. Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, we've got a penalty, guys. So we've got a penalty. So just as Dundee United were trying to move the ball around on the far side of the pitch, right next to the goal box of Aberdeen, they were doing several one-twos between players, two or three players, uh, and Aberdeen kept closing the spaces, trying to nick it back. They did nick it back momentarily, but lost it again a couple of occasions. But then eventually, just as Aberdeen looked like they were going to lose it, Dundee managed to nick it back, run into the box and a foul. The penalty taken, and there you go, guys. Dundee United slammed that into the far corner of the goal, right down, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. And we see the goal scored from the penalty, even up the scores, guys. So it's Dundee United 1, Aberdeen 1, 72, just coming up to 73 minutes gone. And is that the lifeline that Dundee United need? Well, it is the lifeline they need, but can they make the most of it? Now the ball up the other end of the field. Now Dundee United moving the ball forward, but ends up going out on this near side level with the Aberdeen goal box, and Aberdeen take the throw in quickly, pass it to the goalkeeper, and now look to move the ball fast up the other side of the pitch. Long ball forward for Aberdeen, right up towards the Dundee United goal. Headed clear back up the pitch, and now Aberdeen come again. They move now down this near side and come back inside to the centre of the midfield. Back out onto this near side, but finding too many bodies to try and work the ball through. And now Aberdeen knocking the ball forward, and now on the edge of this on this near side of the box. And and another coming together there of players, but ends up taking deflection and going out on this near side for a throw in. But Aberdeen just a bit slow there to get the cross in, and gave Dundee United the time to close the space to block the shot, or the cross, should I say. Now Aberdeen coming again from the halfway line. And eventually it's cleared up the field from Dundee. Now Dundee United, oh, great opportunity there, but Aberdeen quickly closed the space and managed to stop Dundee United. But Dundee United had got through there. They was in on goal with only the goalkeeper to beat, but some good last minute defending there from Aberdeen, as Aberdeen awarded a free kick midway inside their own half, taken quickly, and now moving forward with the ball on this near side, and now on the edge of the Dundee United box. But Dundee United cuts it out and now move the ball forward quickly up to the halfway line. And this is the problem with Dundee. I've noticed already, guys. Dundee United keep getting the ball forward, but then when they get it forward, they've only got one player up there, and he's just getting surrounded by the Aberdeen defenders, and it's making it virtually impossible for them to get forward when they've only got one man forward. But I suppose that's a compliment to Aberdeen's press. When Aberdeen are in possession, they're pressing well and not leaving much opportunity for Dundee United to counter attack. But now Dundee do have an opportunity with the ball out to that near side. And now we're going to have another foul, and looks like another booking now, this time for Aberdeen's player. Coming together of the players there on that far side. Dundee's player just about to move up the field as a last minute challenge came in from the Aberdeen player and completely took him out. um, on that far side of the pitch. Long ball forward from the free kick into the box. Aberdeen seeing that ball out there, but good effort there from Dundee, but unable to do anything with it. With Aberdeen having plenty of bodies in the box to defend that well, and it ends up going out for a goal kick. So, while it's so Kieran is saying he was decent. We nearly. All right. So I read that comment. Didn't I? My bad. Sorry, guys. Joey's saying, yeah, um, you don't want, predictable all the time. Being good this season with Newcastle and Arsenal, uh, mixing things up. Absolutely. Yeah, well said, Joey. I've got to agree with that, mate. Don't want to see it too predictable. Um, And like you say, yeah, absolutely, got to agree with you there. Newcastle and Dundee made it very much. Sorry, Newcastle and Arsenal made it a very much different season this season in the Premier League. Aberdeen now on the ball as they move the ball forward on this near side of the pitch, looking to get forward, but Dundee managed to defend that well, and it's knocked out for a throw in on this near side, level with the halfway line. Aberdeen take it quickly, now passing it about amongst themselves on in their own, just inside their own half of the pitch. Now Aberdeen move the ball out to this near side, long ball forward, but finding two yet again two Dundee United defenders closing the space. They challenge for it, win it back, and then knock it out on this near side for a throw into Aberdeen. So, guys, if you're just joining us, it's 1-1 here, 78, just coming up to 79 minutes gone. And Aberdeen into the box here. Shot comes in, and it's a goal. Aberdeen with a second goal. Came from the throw in that, guys. Aberdeen worked the throw in really well. Eventually, working it to the edge of the box on this near side. Cross came in, and it's Dundee United defenders just caught standing still a bit there, and ends up bobbling out to I think it's McCrory, the Aberdeen player, and he just slams it. First shot, first touch, just slams it straight into the back of the net, and Dundee United caught at sixes and sevens there at the back. So as we approach the 80th minute, guys, it's Dundee United 1, Aberdeen 2. Long ball up the field from the kickoff, from the restart. Um, Aberdeen trying to defend it there as they kick it back up the field, but challenge from Dundee, and eventually goes out for a throw in midway inside the the Aberdeen half of the pitch on this near side. Now Aberdeen with a throw in. Throwing taken, knocked back though by Dundee United, and eventually the ball ends up with Dundee United uh, on the halfway line as they knock the ball out to that far side, coming forward again now. But shirt pulling going on here again now, but this time it's Aberdeen doing the shirt pulling, but didn't manage to stop Dundee coming forward. Dundee now pushing forward on the far side, probing the Aberdeen defence, cross into the box, but it's straight towards the goalkeeper, and that's a comfortable save. Actually, I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but it came in at pace, and like I say, the goalkeeper making light work of that. Easy save for the keeper. Now ball up the field from the goalkeeper. into the Dundee half of the pitch. Just ball up in the air at the minute, but eventually lands. And now Dundee United players come again down that far side, but finding themselves boxed in a bit by Aberdeen, but eventually getting the crossing. Cross comes in, straight into the box, headed on, but it's high and wide over the bar. I think it was Fletcher there with the opportunity, but like I say, just too much pace on it, and he's not able to keep it down. We're about to have another substitution for Aberdeen, guys. Watkins coming on for Aberdeen. Free kick taken by the goalkeeper. Long ball up the field as Dundee United tried to head it back up the other way. But it's just being headed between the two teams and eventually falls to Aberdeen. Now Aberdeen on this near side, ball forward onto the edge of the pitch, to the edge of the box. Sorry, Aberdeen pick it up again. Now an opportunity and another goal for Aberdeen. Clearly a clear weakness on this near side for Dundee United. That's now a couple of times Aberdeen have caught them out, and it's resulted in at least 2 goals. A really tough ask now for the new manager of Dundee United to get this team back on to winning ways with this performance, surely to have a massive impact on the team's morale for Dundee United. But take nothing away from Aberdeen. They've done everything. They've matched Dundee United's desire and commitment and effort, and they find themselves now 84 minutes into the game, and they find themselves 3-1 up. So basically, Aberdeen worked the ball down this near side from the throw-in, and then crossed it into the box, or attempted cross. It didn't actually work out as a cross. It ended up working out as a pass, but it wasn't. You could see it was an attempted cross. It took a bobble off the pitch, and that took the power out of the ball. And then the Aberdeen player just managed to slot it home. And now Dundee cut up the other end with a good effort there. Shot on goal, but saved by the goalkeeper and knocked away. And it's really good effort that from Dundee United. But like I say, gone out on the far side. Now another ball into the box. Oh, what they're doing. You're never going to get yourselves back to winning ways doing that kind of stuff. Dundee United with the momentum then, but a wild shot from one of their players on the edge of the box sends the ball high, wide, and well over the bar, and just kills all the momentum that Dundee had worked to create there. So now Aberdeen with a free kick from the goalkeeper. Long ball up the field. Balls to Dundee. Dundee United kick it back up into the Aberdeen half of the pitch. And now Dundee on the halfway line as it's knocked back to them. And Dundee now get the ball down as they move the ball out on that far side. Cross comes in and it's headed behind for a corner on this near side. We've got corner for Dundee United on this near side. Corner comes in. It's deep, right towards the back post. And it's a bit too much pace on it. And the header ricochets out towards that far side of the pitch. So a bit of a wasted corner opportunity to that from Dundee. But now Dundee with a throw-in on the far side. Throwing into the box. Long throw. Headed away, and now Aberdeen pick it up, clear it up the field, up towards the halfway line, where Dundee United pick it up and knock it back towards their goalkeeper. Ball up the pitch Aberdeen had it back up towards the halfway line. A lot of head tennis going on in this game, guys. In spells. Um, so Aberdeen managed to clear it, and it's again headed back up into the Aberdeen half of the pitch. Now Dundee United finally get the ball down, but knock it long again up towards the Aberdeen goal box. Aberdeen managed to clear it out to this near side for a throw-in to Dundee. Joey is saying, oh, sorry, I read that comment, didn't I, guys? My apologies. But yeah, I agree with that, Joey. Joey also saying he got Gakpo as a replacement. Yeah, Gakpo looks a fantastic player, but I think it is, you know, you can't, you got to give new players time to settle in, haven't you, as well? But he definitely looks a talent. But it's going to be some doing to replace Fabinho. Fabinho, isn't it? So Aberdeen now with the throw-in on this near side of the pitch. Out on this near side for another throw-in. It's just got a bit mishmash at the minute, guys. Ball going out, lots of headed balls, ball being knocked from one end of the pitch to the other. Dundee United now in possession on the halfway line. See, a large portion of the Dundee United fans have left the stadium, and we can hear plenty of noise coming from the Aberdeen fans. So now Aberdeen clear the ball up the field. Dundee United knock it back up the other end. Eventually, Dundee United managed to get the ball down, but lose out to a challenge from Aberdeen. And then Aberdeen lose out to a challenge from Dundee United. So we're coming towards the 90 minutes, guys. 89 minutes and 15 seconds, so only almost at the full 90. Aaron Keane saying, hi, guys. How's it going, Aaron? Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. And yeah, guys, obviously I've seen the spell error. Easy done, mate. Typing all the time. I do it quite a lot on social media. But yeah, great to see you, Aaron. Welcome to the show, mate. Always a pleasure, like I say. Joey saying hi. Amish and Aaron. Nice one, Joey, top man. Aaron Dean, thanks, mate. Nice one, guys. That's always class to see you guys making the effort each other. Chris Patterson, welcome to the show, mate. Great to see you. Welcome to Fanden. Come on, you. Not sure. I'm not sure what those initials mean, to be fair, mate. But welcome to Fanden. Like I say, always great to see new fans coming getting involved. And now we've got thrown to Aberdeen on this near side. Level with the goal box of Dundee. 90 minutes gone, guys, so not seeing what time's added on. But ball into the box. And now Aberdeen lose it. Dundee now with acres of space to run into as they have the ball on that far side, and most of the players are out on this near side. Dundee now coming as they switch the play to this near side now. Cross into the box, and a shot comes in, but yet again high and wide. You can see that lack of confidence in the Dundee United players with some of these wild shots that they're taking. No composure. It's more hit and hope than anything, and it's very noticeable because it's happened several times now. Just not taking that moment to just try and compose themselves to get a more accurate shot. Just wild shots coming in, and like I say, we've seen several attempts now go high and wide over the bar for Dundee United. Aberdeen with another substitution here. Um, so Duke coming off, and I'm not sure the player that came on there. Apologies, guys, missed that. But I'm watching this on the club channel, so it's not telling me the substitutions. Um, Long ball up the field from the goalkeeper, knocked out on this near side for a throw in to Aberdeen, just in front of the dugout. Aberdeen take the throw in, but challenged quickly by Dundee United. Now we have another challenge by McGrath, and I think he's going to get a yellow card for that. Or is he? He actually might have just got away with that, but the referee did come over. So now free kick on this near side, midway inside the Dundee United half. Free kick to Aberdeen. Aberdeen take the free kick short and lose out to it, but then manage to win it back, but lose it again. Now Dundee kicking it up the other end of the field as Aberdeen attempt to head it back up the other field, but Dundee United managed to pick it up and come again. But it's cut out again by Aberdeen, and now Aberdeen with the opportunity to get forward now as they managed to get in behind, but a bit too much pace on the ball, and easy for the goalkeeper to gather that and get Dundee United moving again back up the other end of the pitch. Only opportunity really now for one more last chance, I would say. Ball into the box from Dundee as it, I'm not sure if it took a deflection, but it's gone behind for, I think it's a corner. I think it is gone behind for a corner. Yep, it is. It's a corner to Dundee United on this near side. Apologies, guys. I wasn't sure if that. It was a very direct, straight ball up from out from the far side, right along the pitch, not actually up in the air, right across the length of the pitch. Just went right through a load of bodies. Couldn't see whether it took a deflection or not. Corner taken, right deep, but it's headed again high and wide and over the bar. Dundee United really so many opportunities they've wasted. But it took a deflection, so they have another attempt. Cross this time from the corner is short towards the near post this time. But Aberdeen eventually managing to cut it out and knock the ball up to the halfway line. Dundee United pick it up again. And now ball switched out of that far side. Unbelievable how many long balls Dundee United are using in this game. They're very good at that. I've got to give them credit that, but it's not helping them stay in the league. And crossed into the box and headed wide of the post. But yeah, I was just saying, I noticed that Dundee United very good at these long crossfield balls, switching the play from left to right. They've done it several times, and they seem to have a knack for it. But like I say, they're not, and you know, the qualities they've got are clearly not helping them pick up points. Long ball up the field from the goalkeeper. Still no sign of the referee shot blowing a whistle as we played now 5 minutes added on time. And Aberdeen knocked the ball out of danger as Dundee tried to get forward there, and it's knocked out on this near side for a throw in. Keep your comments coming, guys. We'll come to the comments. We're almost at the end of the game, so I will come to your comments very shortly. Dundee United with the ball up towards the halfway line. Now switch the play again out to that far side with a long cross-field pass. Dundee pick it up on the edge of the box. Cross into the box, headed away by Aberdeen, but not cleared, but then cleared by the second attempt. But Dundee United heading it back towards goal. A lot of head tennis going on in this game, guys. And eventually, Dundee United trying to knock it forward, but Aberdeen pick it up and now manage to relieve the pressure. But there goes the full-time whistle. No time for the free kick. It's finished. Dundee United 1, Aberdeen 3. So a lot of work to do for the new manager. His first game in charge of Dundee ends in defeat. I'm sure Aberdeen will be buzzing to get 3 points on the table. From their point of view, push them up towards those European places. But like I say, guys, a lot of work to do for the Dundee United manager to turn Dundee season around. And now we're coming into the latter part of the state season. A lot of work for him to do. But thanks for that, Chris Patterson. Apologies, I don't understand what your initials mean. Kieran Williams is saying they need more than one number 10, though. Are you guys still talking about Liverpool? I'm presuming so. But thanks for that, Kieran. Kieran also saying, got to get off now. See you all tomorrow. Thanks, Kieran. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Take care. Look after yourself. And yeah, hopefully see you again soon, mate. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. It's great to see you. Joey's saying, see you, Kieran. And thanks for that, Joey, top man. Appreciate it, guys. Aaron Keane saying, I'm a go. I don't understand that, Aaron. Apologies, mate. Um, Aaron, with his second message, don't really watch Scottish football. All right, no worries. Yeah, but as I say, mate, we're trying to cover as much UK football as possible. We do, obviously, we cover a lot more English football most of the time. But I'm sorry, mate, but I'm going to try and involve the Scottish football community in Fandom as well. Um, so obviously we cover a lot more English football on the channel than we do Scottish football. But like I say, determined to try and welcome the fan community of Scotland into the Fandom project as well if we can. So we will be trying to do occasional Scottish games where possible, mate. So sorry you don't like Scottish football, but like I say, there's thousands and thousands of fans across the UK, and obviously I'm sure that I'm not always going to do games that everybody likes. So apologies for that, mate. But like I say, definitely want to try and let the Scottish fan community know that they're welcome to be involved in the Fandom project. Kieran saying, just Celtic. Right, so fair enough, mate. Each to their own. But like I say, um, for Scottish fans, all games are interesting, I suppose. Buzid, Newer, welcome to Fandom, mate. Great to have you involved. Always a pleasure to see new faces. Buzid Newer is saying 2-1. Well, it actually finished 3-1 to Aberdeen. Dundee United's new manager unable to make the positive impact in the first game, but I suppose it was always going to be a tough ask, and maybe a few training sessions might help him get Dundee United back to winning ways in some shape or form. But thank you very much for that, Buzid Nura. Welcome to Fandom UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Always a pleasure, like I say, to see new fans come and get involved. Danny Lee, welcome to Fandom UK, mate. Always, like I say, always a pleasure to see new fans. Danny Lee is saying, had Aberdeen 0-0. Had Aberdeen. Had Aberdeen 0-0. 5 pre-game. Pre-game. I'm not following that, mate. Sorry. Had Aberdeen 0-0. 5 pre-game. Dundee United goal attempts equals 18 plus. This is wild. Okay. Had Aberdeen 0-0. 5 pre-game. Dundee United goal attempts equals 18 plus. This is wild. Right. Sorry, Danny Lee. Apologies, mate. I'm not following your comment very well there. So apologies, mate. If you're still there, please do let me know exactly what you mean because I'm struggling to follow that, mate. So my apologies. My bad. I don't get it's confusing with the way with the way you've wrote it. So I'm not sure if the way you wrote it is what's throwing me off. But like I say, mate, great to have you with us. Welcome to Fandom. And like I say, um, I'm trying to work out. I'm taking it. Is that indicating that you're an Aberdeen fan? I'm not sure if it does, mate. But if you're still there, please do explain your comment so I can understand it better. That would be great, mate. If it's not too much trouble, would love to hear from you. Apologies, I can't understand your comment. I'm just not following it well. But I'm getting the impression that you might be an Aberdeen fan. So if you are, mate, please do let me know. But welcome to Fandom. Buzid Nua, welcome to Bandon UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Buzid Nua is saying 2-1. Great, guys. Obviously, I want to hear your score predictions. That is absolutely awesome. But when you put 2-1, please do tell me 2-1 to who? Who do you, you know, which way? 2-1 to Aberdeen, 2-1 to Dundee United. Obviously, um, like I say, want to involve you guys with score predictions and stuff like that. That's awesome. But like I say, it does help when you tell me which team that you're expecting to win 2-1. So I'm presuming, with the fact you put 2-1, Buzid Nua, I'm presuming that's home score that you're predicting 2-1 home win. But unfortunately, it didn't work out like that, mate. It finished 3-1 to Aberdeen. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Welcome to Fandon. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. And like I say, hopefully you like what we're trying to do with the Fandom project. Maggie, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the show. Maggie's saying, hi, guys. Sorry, don't know much about Scottish football. Just dropped into to say hi. Hope you're well. Thank you very much, Maggie. Absolutely. No worries, mate. But as I keep saying, guys, we cover a lot of English football on the channel. But I want to make the Scottish fan community also welcome to be part of the Fandom project as well. So when we get the opportunities, we will mix it up a little bit and try and cover some Scottish football. Obviously, the percentage, a big percentage of the time, we do cover a lot of English football. So we got to give the Scottish fan community some consideration and cover some Scottish games to mix it up a bit, and so that the hopefully that the Scottish fan community feels welcome to be involved in Fandom and what we're trying to do. So yeah, apologies, Maggie, that it's not an English game today, but like I say, just trying to cover as much UK football as possible, mate. So thank you very much for coming, getting involved, and dropping in to say hi. Really do appreciate it, mate. So top man, Maggie, really appreciate that, mate. Um, the layer fell 1-2-3. Who's going to win? Well, it finished 3-2 to Aberdeen in the end, mate. Apologies if I'm not reading your account name correctly. Lalia Fowl 1-2-3. Apologies, my bad, mate, if I'm not reading your name correctly. Like I say, it's a bit of a mouthful, a bit of an unusual account name, that. So struggling to get my tongue around it. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Welcome to Fandom UK. Uh, uh, like I say, hope you enjoyed the game. Obviously, I'm not sure what team you could support, but any of you guys new that dropping in, please do feel free to let me know which club you guys support. Joey is saying, hi, Boozid, 2-1 to who? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Joey, mate. Thanks for that, Joey. Will Burtham, welcome to the show, mate. Will Burtham saying some Scottish content. Absolutely, yeah, trying to give consideration to Scotland to welcome the Scottish fan community into the Fandom project as well. As I was just saying, we do cover a lot of English games, but we will be mixing it up where possible and including Scottish games as well to give the Scottish fan community some consideration and show a bit of love to their football league as well when possible. But thanks for that, Will. And yeah, absolutely, mate. Got to mix it up a little bit occasionally with a little bit of. Ask Joey. You guys don't believe me. Joey comes on regular. He'll tell you majority of the time we're covering English games, but we've got to mix it up a little bit occasionally and do a little bit of Scottish football as well. Yes, it might not be as interesting as to some of you guys as the English games, but to Scottish fans, they love their football. They love their country. They're just as passionate about football as English fans and fans around the world. Yes, it could be argued that their league is not as good as some other leagues, but they're still passionate fans, guys. So that's why we're trying to cover a little bit of Scottish football when we get the chance to make the Scottish fan community feel welcome and involved in what we're trying to do with the Fandom project. Joey is saying, hi, Will. Yeah, Gaz has done a fair few Scottish games. Thank you very much for that, Joey. Absolutely, mate. Just trying to mix it up a little bit, like I said, as you guys do. I would say, guys, we're probably doing about 80% of of English games, 85% of Scottish games. So we're only actually covering, English games, sorry. So we're only actually covering Scottish football, about 15% of what we're doing on the channel, really, at the moment. Um, and I want the Scottish fan community to feel welcome and involved in what we're trying to do with the Fandom project. So yeah, Zach Paul, 19, welcome to Fandom UK, mate. Pleasure to have you involved. Have an Aka, Zach Paul is 19, saying have an Aka with Aberdeen to win. Um, an Aka, is that a bet? I presume that means a bet. Um, so yeah, obviously, if that means a bet, then you just should have just won a little bit, mate, or won something. Because, like I say, Aberdeen getting the 3 points in this one, coming out 3-1 winners in the end. But welcome to Fandom, mate. Great to have new. Always, like I say, always a pleasure to see new fans drop in. Welcome, Zach Paul 19. Um, and Zach Paul saying get in. So obviously buzzing with the result, I'm presuming. Um, Minimo is saying evening all brill win for my team today. Absolutely, Mini. I saw. I think it was 4-1 you won. I think if I remember correctly. But yeah, welcome to the show, Minimo. Always a pleasure to see you come and get involved, mate, and get drop in. Hopefully you enjoyed the game today with Hibs getting a fantastic away win against Livingston. So yeah, good to see Minimo is buzzing and bouncing off that result. Always a pleasure, mate. Joey saying hi, Mini. Great win for you. Talk about Hibs, mate, not City. Laugh out loud. That's obviously Joey not wanting to talk about City. Minimo saying two great wins, Joey. Just your team to do the treble now. Obviously, you guys uh, uh, forming your own little pact of supporting each other's clubs as games roll by. So that's awesome. Um, Joey saying, "Yeah, absolutely, mate. Let's hope." I know Joey's always the last one, isn't he? In the last few weeks, Ethan and not sorry, Ethan, Kieran, and sorry, not Kieran, sorry, Ethan, Billy, and um, and obviously Minnie have all been getting their games before Joey's team playing. Joey's always after waiting for his team to play last, isn't it? If you don't know if you guys have noticed that, but he's seeing everybody else's team get the win and then having to wait to see his own team play. So I've seen that's quite frustrating sometimes. But thanks for that, Joey. Um, Minimo saying just seen Southampton 1-2. Joey, how did that happen? I'm not sure, mate. We've obviously been giving some coverage to uh, the beloved Scottish Football League. We've tried to mix it up a bit today. As I said to you guys, I always keep trying to do a little bit of Scottish football where we can. To welcome the fans of Scotland into the Fandom project if they want to come and get involved. Um, so yeah, not really covered any English football today, mate. But we'll be back to English football tomorrow. Minimo is saying, and Chelsea finally won. Billy will be buzzing. Yeah, Billy dropped in earlier. He did seem quite happy. Um, Joey is saying, have they good for them? Good for them. Well needed. Absolutely. I took you guys talking there about Southampton. Yep, got to agree with that, Joey. Joey also saying, yeah, Billy was in earlier. He was buzzing, long overdue. Absolutely. And like I say, great to see you guys talking amongst yourselves in the chat. That's awesome. Joey saying, shame for Dundee United. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But not every club always has that new manager bounce. But let's hope that he can get some positivity running through the Dundee United team. And even if they don't manage to stay up, let's hope that they can at least put up a fight to give a good account of themselves. But yeah, well said, Joey. Absolutely, mate. Minimo saying, I didn't want Aberdeen to win. Well, we watched it as a neutral, mate, but Aberdeen was that they didn't. I think it was 50-50 game. Just you could see the lack of confidence as the game wore on. You could see the lack of confidence in the Dundee United players snatching at chances. They created plenty of chances, but they're just snatching at shots when they had really good opportunities on goal. Just blasting the ball high and wide and stuff like that. Um, so plenty of work to do for the new manager to get some confidence running through the team. But thanks for that, Mini. Obviously, Mini won't be wanting Aberdeen to win, competing with um, Aberdeen in the Scottish League for the European places. Obviously, let's just see. Just bear with me, guys. We're going to just share the league with you guys for the Scottish League. So just bear with me a second. Let's just share that for you guys. There we go. So you can see, there you go, guys. So that's how it sits right now. Obviously, you can see why Mini wouldn't want Aberdeen to win because Aberdeen right behind Mini's team, Hibernian, there in the league. Hibernian in fourth position, Aberdeen in fifth position, and only 2 points between the two teams. Um, so yeah, that's totally understandable why Minimo would want Aberdeen to drop points today. So that I'll leave that table up for you guys to look at. So yeah, get that minute. Joey's saying no, me neither. United really needed the points. Yeah, they did. Obviously, I tried to watch it as a neutral as best possible. I don't have either preference with either of the two teams. To be fair, I do like Aberdeen, but Aberdeen frustrate me with how they've been so disappointing in Europe. They get into Europe regular over the last few years, and they've been so disappointing when they got into Europe. So, like I say, I would love to see. I've got to be honest, I've nothing against Aberdeen. I do actually like Aberdeen, but thinking about it, I would like to see a different team qualify for Europe this season, and Hibernian and would be a great team to give them an opportunity to play in Europe and see if you guys can actually help do some good for the Scotland coefficiency. Because Aberdeen don't seem to very often contribute much to it. Joey's saying no me. Oh, right, sorry, I read that comment. Sorry, guys. Minimo saying, is Gaz covering your game tomorrow, Joey? Yeah, hoping to, mate. Hoping to. Yeah, should be, like I say, should be back to English football tomorrow. Joey's saying, yeah, Gaz said before, hopefully he should be able to. Yeah, absolutely. I shouldn't have too much problem with that tomorrow. Um, so thanks for that, guys. Minnie saying, lucky pants on then. Absolutely, yeah. I like that, Minnie. Joey saying, absolutely, mate. And old and new. All right, so he's going to double them up. So are you putting the old ones over the new ones or the new ones over the old ones? See, we want to know for future reference for our lucky stuff. Minnie Mo says, see you tomorrow then, folks. Thanks for that, Minnie. Great to see you, mate. And enjoy the rest of your evening. And buzzing for you with your team getting a win today. Good to see you're happy there, mate. Joey say, bye, Minnie. Have a good evening. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. And Joey's saying, that's a good point, mate. Laugh out loud. All other teams taking my luck. Well, let's hope not, mate. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Your team still have plenty of luck in the bag. And let's hope. I really love to see Klopp get you guys firing on all cylinders tomorrow. I'm really up for that one. So hopefully it's going to be a cracking game. And I'm sure that if Ten Hag has got anything about him, I'm sure he's going to prepare his players well with the mindset that going to Anfield is not going to be an easy game. He did actually say it. He did actually say it. I saw part of his press conference yesterday, and he said he did actually said in his press conference that he knew going to Anfield was going to be a battle. That it wasn't going to be easy, and if they wanted something for the game, they was going to have to fight from the first minute till the last minute, or words to that effect. So I think Ten Hag is well aware of what he's going to receive when he goes to Anfield. The question is, will he get that across to his players? So we'll have to see. But surely going to be an interesting game, but definitely looking to see some improvement from Liverpool tomorrow, hopefully. Joey's saying, not sure, mate. Laugh out loud. We'll let you know tomorrow. Right. Well, thanks for that, Joey. And like I said, looking forward to that one tomorrow, mate. Hopefully, it's going to be a cracking game. So, guys, that's about it from me for now. And like I say, really appreciate the positivity in the chat. Sorry, I've not been reading out the comments as much today during the game. I am trying to learn a new strategy for dealing with trying to keep focused on the game, but also trying to read out your comments. But obviously, hopefully, you guys forgive me today a little bit because I don't know Aberdeen and Dundee as well as a lot of English clubs. So it was quite difficult to follow this game tonight. Uh, like I say, it was so end to end. Definitely noticeable how different Scottish clubs play their football at the moment compared to what we see in the Championship of England and the Premier League of England. I would say the noticeable difference is that the English teams at the top level of English football like to keep the ball on the floor more. Watching these teams tonight, both Aberdeen and Dundee United kind of reminded of my own team, Bolton, under Big Sam, with the way that he didn't care whether the ball or whether the football looked sexy, didn't care whether it was fashionable football. All he cared about was causing the opposition problems, and if that meant using long balls and long crossfield passes and stuff like that, then he'd do it. And both Aberdeen and Dundee United displayed those qualities tonight. So it was a bit unusual because I've got so used to watching these a lot of the English clubs playing out from the back without the long balls. So it's like I say, quite a difficult game for me to follow for tonight compared to what I've been used to in the last few weeks. But hopefully, guys, I will, as I keep doing the match watch alongs, hopefully I'll get the balance better as we keep doing it between concentrating on the game and trying to also involve you guys reading some comments. So just bear with me, guys, while I try and find a rhythm with that. So yeah. Um, Final word to Joey. Joey saying, "Nice one, guys. See you tomorrow." Top man, Joey. Thank you very much, mate. Been great having you involved tonight. And like I say, hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. And like I say, apologies if I didn't talk to you guys as much as normal. But like I say, just trying to get better with this balance of keeping focused on the game so that anybody that's not watching it can know what's going on. But also got to get the balance right of trying to involve you guys as well in the chat. So just bear with me for now, guys. But thank you very much, Joey. Really appreciate you being involved tonight. Been a great stream, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much to all you guys that have dropped in tonight. Been great to see a few new faces in as well. So hopefully that will continue to happen as well. But for now, guys, that's about it from me. Take care, look after yourself, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.